shit, I forgot to tell you. You remember the? I don't think you were here when he was here, or I didn't know you yet, or something. But I had that fight with my landlord. Well, you were around, I think, then. Well, at that time there was this security chief with a security team that was like robbing houses and shit, and one of his like workers tried to chop me to pieces with a machete and like chase me all the way over to the fucking the mini mart gas station and shit. And I had to like ditch my bike because like the security little room at the front of the gate was like not opening the fucking gate, and I was on my bike, so I had to like ditch my bike, and they were like literally chasing me with a machete and a baseball bat. And I only had like 2 rubber bullets or 2 rubber balls in my fucking pistol, so it wasn't gonna stop a group of 5 dudes and one big ass dude with a fucking machete and a baseball bat chasing me. So I had to fucking like ditch my bike and take off running. He said that he's just trying to like kill me, dude. And I had to have the military fucking take me back into escort me back in, because obviously the security team was included in the fucking attack or whatever, but he didn't get me because I climbed up in a bus and I was trying to kick him in the fucking jaw, and I was like swinging out trying to kick him in the jaw, and so he couldn't get close enough to like stab me with the fucking machete, because I was like the guy was like basically charging up or fueling up a bus that was empty at like night. It was like 10:30 at night, and so the store was locked, so I couldn't run into the store because they had the door locked. But some guy was getting gas in like a bus, but there was nobody on the bus, so I was able to climb up in it. And then I stood in the doorway so that he couldn't come in, and then like was trying to swinging out, there was a bar up. I was trying to swing out and like kick him in the jaw and knock him out, because I thought because he was trying to fucking hit me with a baseball bat and a machete and shit, and he was like banging on the fucking sides of the doors and windows and shit with it. It was crazy. And so that guy, I got in a big fight with that guy, and he came up to my door and shit, and I was like talking to some of the security people. He didn't want me like giving them information, so he came and told me to quit talking to the other security people, because he was basically running like a criminal racket ring inside here, like robbing houses and shit. And they robbed this kid across the street, a few doors down on the other side, same level, because he didn't have security bars on his roof, and they came in through the skylight thing that's in our washroom. And they took everything, dude, and robbed him. And so I'd gotten in a fight with him like a couple times. Like, he was trying to like ride his little motorcycle with his little sidekick down on my street and shit, and I fucking flipped him off. I was like, "Fuck you! Don't come down this fucking road anymore, because you're a fucking thief, you fucking piece of shit." And I was telling him off right in front of his little sidekick dude that was riding on the motorcycle with him. And he never came. And then I was like, get off your bike then. I'll fucking knock you the fuck out right now, right here, old man. And he wasn't armed or anything, and so he just stayed on his bike and drove away, because he didn't want none, because I was gonna fucking blast him. And because I was out working on my car like late at night, and he was like doing like a patrol. And then he came to my door another time, and I told him that if he ever comes to my door again, then I'm gonna throw him and his little sidekick over my fucking balcony. And so he didn't come to my door anymore. So anyways, I ended up calling like Profeco and shit, and I was calling like all these like different agencies, like telling them what was going on. Well, then like a month later, he's like gone all of a sudden, and they have this new security team that comes in. Well, they told me that because he had a condo here, and I know where he lived. I know which condo's his, or apartment or whatever. So because he purchased one when he was like the leader or whatever, or the security team leader, but he was a criminal, basically. He's like a former cop that was like corrupt, and he had like basically he's the guy that sent the guy with the gun to my door with my landlord when I wasn't paying him, because he was like, my landlord and him were like friends or whatever, basically. And my landlord like wasn't giving me the name of his boss, so I just quit paying him, because I was like, all right, well, give me the name of his boss, or I'm not paying you rent anymore, because I want to know who his boss is. And he wouldn't tell me, and so I quit paying rent for like 3 or 4 months. And I think you knew about that. Anyways, I started paying again or whatever, but he never gave me the name. But the guy got kicked out, and then like I just decided like, well, instead of fighting with this guy, I'll just keep paying rent or whatever. But I never paid him like the back rent that I didn't pay for a few months. I told him, get fucked, go fuck yourself. And so what are you gonna do, because you don't have a contract? So suck my dick, basically, because I run shit here. You do what I say now, because I'm in control. So he, anyways, I'm driving out of the fucking place today to go to the fucking auto parts thing right up the road, and guess who I see fucking rolling out that's right in front of me on the motorcycle coming out of the fucking. He was at his apartment or whatever. The fucking silver mustache guy. So I'm behind him and he sees me. I can tell that he sees me because he kept looking in his mirror and he's like, "Oh shit, there's that fucking crazy gringo in the Fairmont." And like he's going slow, and he's like he keeps looking in his rearview mirror. So I know I know he sees me, and he's worried about it. So we're coming to the gas station, and I pull up on the side of him, and then I just fucking stomp on it, and then I slowed back down, and then like waited till he got like next to me or whatever. And I was with my little buddy that's doing the air conditioning thing for me. He's installing everything in a while, and so I'm like, roll down the window. So I yelled, I'm like, hey, I was like, oye, bigote plata, chinga tu puto madre puto. And then I like made like a motion, like a swerving like towards him, because he was like basically like kind of in my blind spot in the other lane he was on the lane next to the sidewalk, and I was in the inner lane because I was going to be taking a left into the auto parts place. And then, like, I kind of swerved over like I was going to fucking ram him into the fucking curb or whatever just to fuck with him. And, like, he brakes or whatever and starts going really slow or whatever. And then I just fucking stomped on it and fucking went to the auto parts place. And then, like, he's going slow, and then he just, like, drives right by. And the air conditioning guy was like, oh, shit. He's like, what the fuck was that, you know? And I was like, me and him have a history or whatever. We're enemies or whatever. I was like, I didn't just pick him out of nowhere or whatever. But yeah, I saw the fucking silver, and he still had the same silver fucking mustache and everything. Same fucker, same piece of shit. He just looks even more frail now though than he did before. He even looks like older. I mean, it's only been like a year, but dude, he's like hunched over and shit, and he's on. I think the motorbike was even different. The motorbike looked smaller and shit than I remember. I don't know. He just looked like decrepit, like worse off than he was before, and. So I was like fucking with him hella bad, and I was hoping that he was gonna pull in and like stop in the parking lot at the auto parts place because I would have whooped his ass. But he didn't want none, dude. He kept right on going, dude. Even though I was the one that got him fucking kicked out of here, you know. And he probably knows that, you know, because I was like making reports on him and shit. And then all of a sudden he's just gone one day, but they lied to me. The new boss of the new team told me that he wasn't allowed on property anymore, so I would never see him again because he's not allowed here. And obviously that was a lie because I just saw him. So I'm gonna go talk to the boss of the security team of the new one or whatever, the newly contracted one. I'm gonna be like, so what the fuck was Bigote Plata doing in here? You know, what the fuck? Why'd you tell me they wasn't allowed in here, and then you got him in here? What the fuck? So I'm gonna go find out what happened with that. I'm just gonna make him squirm a little bit. So yeah, but that was fucking fun. I was like, fuck you, fucking chinga tu madre puto, and I was like swerved at him, like, and he's just on a motorcycle, and I'm in my big ass Fairmont, and I got a buddy with me, and he just kept driving right on by. He didn't want nothing, dude. He didn't want nothing. He didn't want no fucking juice. He didn't want no fire. He didn't want no fucking Peckerwood in his fucking asshole. Oh, dude, I would have fucking lit him up like a fucking Christmas tree. And I was hoping he would pull in, but he didn't. He didn't pull in. And I was like, I would have fucking laid him out in that fucking parking lot immediately. Oh man, damn. I should have probably just followed him because I want to get my lick on that motherfucker, you know, really bad for some reason because he's just like a wimpy fucking narcissistic piece of shit loser, like old faggot, you know, like I just want to drove around with like his little sidekick, his little buddy, all with his, you know, nuts to butts on his fucking motorcycle doing patrols and shit with a little 4 foot tall sidekick, you know, like he's just a fucking piece of shit, you know, faggot, dude. Like I want to fucking smoke him. I didn't bring my pistol with me, or I would have shot a fucking. If I would have had it, I would have shot out the window, and I would have shot a fucking bullet right in his pepper ball right in his fucking face, dude. I would have, for real. I'd have been like, I would have slowed down, and go right next to him, and like just fucking pop him right in the face with it, and then he would have wrecked and shit. It would have been awesome, dude. But I didn't have it with me, unfortunately. It was in the house, but yeah. Yep. Yeah, I fucking harassed the shit out of him, dude, and like got him all spooked, thinking I was gonna run him off the road and shit, you know, or like slam him in my Fairmont shit, you know. I was like swerving at him and shit. It was fucking dope, dude. It's hella dope. Nigga, dig it, dude. That's what you get, Silver Bigote. Don't come to my fucking door talking shit, dude. I'll fucking light you up, dude. You're lucky you didn't get lit up that day. I was being charitable. If I had to do it over again, I just would have flown out the door right when you showed up and fucking whooped your fucking ass, you faggot. You know, fucking bitch ass nigga, man.